everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful, beautiful, amazing day today. Today we're going to be playing some Stardew Valley. Let me just make sure that the audio is okay. There we go. I was going to say it was like silent. I was like, this is not the time for it to break. But welcome in. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you can hear me. Is something wrong with the audio? Because you said bestie and I was like, wait, does that mean that there's something wrong? Welcome in, friends. Hello, Angel. Hello, Gobi. And hello, Megs. Welcome in. I was gonna say, I have something to ask you guys about today, actually. I want some feedback, and I was gonna do a poll in the stream, maybe even in the community tab too. One or either, maybe both of them, I'm not sure yet, but I have something to ask about. It's been forever since you and I have played Stardew Valley. We haven't played on the Mod Squad farm in like forever, it feels like. I am gonna go ahead and just switch over really quickly. Just give me a second. If you don't see the game right away, don't worry about it, there's nothing wrong. It's just something that happens sometimes whenever I stream Switch games now. Actually, I might be able to fix that like now. Okay, yeah, it should pop up in just a second if it hasn't already. And let me know again for like the millionth time how the audio is so I can fix it if necessary. But welcome in. In terms of what I'm gonna focus on today, I honestly don't have a specific set thing. I just know that summer of year 5 is coming up in like 2 days. Like I think tomorrow in the game is the last day. If it's not, then it's today. But just very soon. Summer's pretty much here. But I hope that the audio is good. In terms of what I was going to ask about, so as you guys know, I got a new icon recently, and it no longer matches like the mainline Lexi Star merch on my merch site. And I was debating if I was going to take that down and then redesign Lexi Star merch or not. And I know the logo that I have pasted on that doesn't match what I have now. But I just was thinking the artwork still looks like me regardless. And I just kind of feel like it'd be fine to leave it that way. How are you? I'm good. How are you, Angel? And hello, Gil. Welcome in. Just in general, I haven't played Stardew Valley. You should. Lexi from Mayor Lewis. Remember to eat healthy or you won't have enough energy to work hard. I'm including one of my favorite recipes. Make sure to use ripe tomatoes. Noted. It does feel very weird, though. I haven't streamed Stardew in a hot minute. I really don't get why I don't play more. Because it's just one of those games where it's like, I really like it. And once I play it, I sit and binge play it and I get really into it. And then I accidentally like let go of the game for a while. And I wish I didn't do that, but it is something that I do. Also, another thing, the bulk of the games that I've been streaming as of like the past few months on my channel, not all of them, but a lot of them are games that are on PC. And I haven't streamed a game off of my Switch in a hot minute. It feels very strange. It's an entirely different setup compared to a PC game. So where's my, do I have my watering can? Or did I like skip past it? Hello? Oh, it's right there. I'm so used to it being the normal standard version and not the copper one that I was really thrown off and confused when I looked at it. I mean, if you feel like you want to change your icon to the new one, go ahead. I mean, I like the old one. In my opinion, I'll be fine with the change. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. It's more so just, I like the one that I have now and I feel very refreshed in terms of having a different icon. I was very ready for a new one, but the old one still looks like me. And I feel like it would be fine to just leave that for the merch, but ultimately, I do really want community feedback. My aim with this watering can is so bad, you guys. I don't know if you're seeing how bad this is. But I would like to get some feedback, so I'll probably go ahead and do a poll here tonight, and then since not everybody in the community is here, I'll probably go ahead and do a community tab poll as well, just to get like the general feedback from everybody online. Why is my aim with this so bad? I don't have drift in these Joy-Cons. I just haven't played Stardew in like forever. Oh, hello, Saturn. Welcome in. But did you just get here? Either way, welcome. Also, it's very cold and windy outside. It's currently 43 degrees and windy. The low temperature tonight is going to be 30 degrees. The weather here has been really weird. Like, it's on and off. Like, it'll be like really, really cold or just like even just chilly. And then it randomly gets warm again. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And it's been back and forth. You see, Texas is weird like that. For another example, we don't really tend to feel that voice crack. We really don't tend to feel the full extent of winter until like late January of the next year and then February. It's really, really bizarre. I don't understand it, but that's how it's always been. Yes, did Lexi, your hair is so shiny today. I love it. Thank you. It might be a little bit of hair grease, but thank you. I washed my hair like 2 days ago, so might be starting to get greasy. Also need Lexi Star. Wait, what are you saying, Angel? I'm a little bit confused. I'm sorry. That are my all-time favorite mod. Angel, hi. How was your first day of the holiday season? I personally think it's totally, speaking of that, by the way, I feel like there's a lot of people that think it's weird or wrong or something of that sort, celebrate the holidays early. Honestly, I think it's fine. Like, it's not hurting anybody. And if it makes somebody happy, then like, who cares, you know? Like, there's already so much negativity in the world as is. Like, just let people live. I mean, if you'd rather celebrate the holidays and order it, that's up to you. But like, don't suck the joy out of it for other people, you know? Also, I don't think it's gonna pick it up because this mic is much better than my old one. But by chance, can anybody hear my neighbor's lawnmower? My hair gets greasy after 4 hours, I get it. It doesn't necessarily get greasy day one, but I do wash it a little bit more frequently than I used to. And now that I'm no longer used to letting my hair go longer amounts of time, I feel like I've become more self-aware when it gets greasy or like dirty in some way. Like before it was like whatever and I wouldn't really notice and I would go longer without washing it. But now I'm just kind of like, I am so self-aware and can like physically feel any amount of dirt sitting on my scalp and now it bothers me and I wash it a lot more frequently. Also, by the way, just now, I was gonna put away a bunch of my stuff, but then I remembered I also have chests at my Ginger Island house. I'm just gonna go there, and then if I have to stay there, then I do. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was that one crystal puzzle there that I really struggled to do. Like, it's taken me several tries, and I'm so determined to try and get it done. So we're probably gonna work on that on and off today. If anything, that is something that I wanna semi-focus on, but other than that, I'm just gonna do whatever it is that I need to do to be productive. One of those Stardew Valley days. Angel is saying he prefers your new content to your old content. Oh, okay, got it, okay. Yeah, I just read it really weird, I'm sorry. Just for Thanksgiving, I'm not a hater. I will gladly drink my peppermint mocha as soon as it comes out. Apparently peppermint mochas are available all year round, and I just had no idea. So people just always think it's a seasonal thing and only get it around the holidays. Hello, Captain Price, welcome in. Also, if you guys are just coming in, I don't know who all heard the little, like the mini tangent I went on about what I was going to do for the merch site. Just because I really don't know. I tried the other day coming up with ideas for a new design for the mainline Lexi and Star merch, and I just really couldn't come up with anything. I tried, and I couldn't. Because like, I like what I have now, and I don't want to have to change that. And I know that that picture is no longer the artwork that I have for my icon, but I feel like it's okay. Like, I don't feel like I should have to change my, like, unless, like, a lot of you guys, like, would like for me to, then, like, I will. But otherwise, I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. And happy Dia de los Muertos to you, too. I still struggle to say that sometimes, but I promise there is effort. I know I'm excited. If I go to the store, I might splurge and get one. I thought they said if I go to the storm, and I was like, huh? What? What do you mean? While I still have that fresh in my head, I am gonna go ahead and type up that poll so I don't forget. And then if it ends up being left there for like an insanely long time and I don't realize it's still there, somebody please remind me to take it down. Just give me 1 second. I am almost done. Okay, poll should pop up in just a second. I need to go to the grocery shopping for this weekend. I didn't get a chance to go today. We went grocery shopping a while ago. Speaking of, I keep forgetting to add dog food to the grocery orders, and I'm at this point getting genuinely frustrated with myself. But one last thing, actually, do I want to stand up for this? Sometimes I worry that like the camera's gonna be out of focus if I stand up. But basically, if you can picture my old icon, that's what we're debating about changing. Why am I meandering? Oh yeah. Sometimes whenever I go on tangents or talk about something, I just like wander aimlessly in whatever game that I'm playing, and I need to not, because then I waste a bunch of time. See, it's already 2 on Ginger Island, and I feel like time goes by faster here. I checked for golden walnuts, didn't find any, so now, I think I might just go ahead and put a little bit of my stuff away. Okay, put some of that away. and then we'll go check on the gemstone puzzle. I think last time, yeah, I remember now, I remember. So last time the plan was, since I was struggling so much with it, is to completely restart. I took down all the gemstones that were on the puzzle, and then since the birds that drop them only spawn one time on Ginger Island every time it rains, then I just need to keep track from now on where I find each gemstone and then go and place it automatically, so that way it's not this huge struggle. Also need a refresher on what you're doing in Stardew. No worries. Basically, I'm just doing whatever it is that needs to be done today, and ideally, if at all possible, I would love to get this puzzle finally finished. I guess amethyst is what I got last time, so I've placed that there. I have no intention of moving that, because I guess I found that one up north. Yeah. Since I have a pretty good amount of gold in this game, I think I'm just going to try and visit once daily, even if I don't do a whole lot, just to see if it's raining, so that way I can continue the puzzle. Otherwise, let's see, what else do I need to do? I see a golden walnut up there, and it always drives me crazy when I see that one, because I feel like I can't access it, and somebody told me there's a way to do it, but I just don't understand how. Oh, and by the way, something else I wanted to add on to the conversation about the potential. Ooh, I got a golden coconut. That's nice. But something else I wanted to add to the conversation about potentially changing the merch design for the main Lexi and Star series. The icon last time, I had commissioned that whenever I first got it, and then I didn't pay the merch fee right away. I kind of just... Wait, do I need to go in here to get it cracked, or do I have to go to Clint? I forgot. It's been a hot minute. Okay, I have to go to Clint, yeah. But basically, I got a commission, and then later down the line, whenever I had a merch store, I decided, hey, like, I would love to just put this picture as part of the merch. So I reached out to the artist, because a lot of them have certain terms and conditions for commercial use. And she basically said that it was fine. However, I did have to pay a merch fee, which honestly, I think is fine. I feel like it was reasonable. So I did. And if I were to go and change it and switch it to the icon that I have now, I believe the artist that I worked with has the same thing where it's like, hey, you can use it for commercial purposes as long as you pay the fee. So I'll probably reach back out again if it ends up being decided that I'll change it and ask about a fee. You're gonna lurk for a while? No worries. I understand. I hope you enjoy your lurk. You know that feeling when you fall asleep early and you wake up thinking it's the middle of the night or morning, but you look at the clock and it's only 10:30 p.m.? That was me last night. I woke up at like 4 a.m. last night, which is technically the morning. Oh, and you know what else happened last night? Do you guys remember that stray cat that I helped last year whenever it was really cold outside? I haven't seen him in a very long time. And I had a dream last night where I got to see him again. And I really wonder where he went. I hope that nothing bad happened to him, but it might have. What am I doing? I keep getting off track. You see, I do that all the time. Not even just with Stardew Valley, with games in general. I get so sidetracked if I'm explaining something or telling y'all a story. I just start wandering and I don't even think about it. So I've literally just wasted this whole day pretty much. I mean, I did go to Ginger Island, which is fair. I checked on the puzzle and everything, checked for golden walnuts. I'm too late. It's 6 o'clock. Love this for me. I couldn't fall back asleep. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I really do. I'm sorry. Maybe tomorrow when the game will be more productive. Today was just a nonsense chit-chat day, you know? I didn't mean to say that twice. I just stuttered the first time. Oh, by the way, if anybody has not already liked the live stream, I'd really appreciate that if you could. Thank you so much. I don't think I should have put the... Oh, there we go. Okay. I was going to say, can I even reach that? Oh, random thought that I've always had about Stardew Valley that I wanted to share. But you know how if you make like a jam of some sort or like a pickled vegetable, how it's literally just considered an artisan good? I wish we could eat those. You know how whenever you eat things in the game, it boosts your energy and your health sometimes, right? Well, I wish we could do that with the jams and the pickled veggies. That'd be so nice. I would love that. Also, I haven't talked to Maru today. Yeah, they do look good. I'm having a moment where I spaced a little bit. Can you refresh me on what we were saying? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stay golden because I say so. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for the donation. Streamlabs bot is working today. Last time it was being a little silly, so that should show up, and if it doesn't, I will go and look into what I can do. I think I hear rain in the game. Clear and sunny all day. Oh, it's for tomorrow. Okay, I thought I meant today. I was like, huh? I was gonna say, I can hear rain. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. I'm gonna check on the greenhouse, check on my animals, and then just go back to Dry Island. Manifesting that it's raining there too, just because that would be very much ideal at the moment. Oh, you mean the giant siphon start? Okay, yeah. I just wish we could eat those. I mean, I guess I see why we can't, just because it's an artisan good and that's a whole other category in Stardew. I just feel like since it's food related and it's made from foods, why not be able to eat it too, you know? You know what we haven't talked about yet though is a while ago Concerned Ape had announced the update for Stardew that he's working on, which I don't think it's done yet. But I am so hyped for that. Are you all excited? Because I hope so. I can't wait for the release date for the next update for this game. Literally, same brain. I hadn't even seen that because I was looking at the plants while I was watering them. We are on the same wavelength. We really are, honestly. I kind of want to get Paleo on the Switch. You should whenever it comes out. In fact, didn't they announce a release date for it already? For Switch? I don't remember. I'm very out of the loop with Paleo information. There we go. Okay, I was gonna say, why is it delayed so much?
Angel the Blind Gamer donated $2 through Super Chat. Remember to stay golden because I say so. Sparkles.
Sparkles. Message of the day. Stay golden, Sparkles. Thank you. What I was trying to say was I was getting worried that it was acting silly again. It was fine. I guess it just took a moment to like fully process the donation before it showed that. But either way, thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm glad that Streamlabs bot is acting better today. Napalia is coming to Epic Games. Oh, wait. I might have mixed up the announcements then. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but since I'm so neglectful with crafting sprinklers and actually utilizing them like I should, I only like water a portion of the greenhouse and then I just stop because I don't feel like dealing with it anymore after that. And I shouldn't do that because it is important and very, very helpful to have everything in the greenhouse watered. I just don't feel like doing that sometimes, you know? I'm gonna pet all the animals, get all of the eggs. I have a few animals in here named after people that are in communities that I'm part of. Hold on. Okay, there's Ashlyn. Says Ashlyn looks fine. And then Dustin the rabbit. Dustin looks fine. Streamlabs will listen to Lexi, otherwise I'm gonna force it to. Right? Like, maybe we should just have Angel have a little sit down talk with Streamlabs. Maybe you need to reprimand Streamlabs and be like, hey, stop acting like that. Maybe it would help. Wait, I didn't even go to the other area. What am I doing? I need to check on the other animals too. Make sure they have food and everything. And then I'll probably go ahead and go over to Clint and have him crack open the golden coconut. And then from that point on, we'll go to Ginger Island. Is that even the right spot? No, it's not. It's been a hot minute since I've gotten on Stardew, and I reiterate, do not understand why I don't play it more, because I always get really into it whenever I play. Are y'all like that with any games? Okay, they all have food, and since it's raining, they're inside, so I think they're fine. I would pick these up, but I have no pocket space at the moment, but I do see them. Dusting the rabbit. So I said Dustin the rabbit because I named the rabbit Dustin. Yeah, be ready to give Streamlabs a nice 1-hour lecture on how to behave when Lexi's streaming. For real, you should. Let me know how that goes and if Streamlabs gives you attitude or not. One last thing, I need to put at least something in storage because once I get the golden coconut cracked, whatever's in it, I'm not gonna have space to put it anywhere. So I need to. I think that put away like one item in total, so I'm just gonna go up to all of these and see if I can free up at least a few spaces. That's not what I meant to click on, but okay, Stardew Valley. I think the biggest thing that I've been wondering out for the update that's coming up. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Update coming out soon is what the big event's gonna be, because he said that he was adding a whole new holiday, whole new event, And I just really would love to know what that's gonna be. How's the poll doing, by the way? So far, everyone's voted for updating, which I really don't mind. I didn't know what everybody was gonna say. That's why I wanted to do polls about it. I'm also, I think I've decided after the stream, if I remember, gonna post it in the community tab as well, just so that I can get like as much feedback as possible. And I really don't mind changing it. I just would, you know, I just want to do whatever like you guys would prefer. Like the profile picture, it's so cute. Thank you, I appreciate that. If you mean my new one, the artwork was done by Helena Doodles on Instagram. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ooh. Okay, so it gave me a mango sapling. I don't think I have enough spaces to crack all of these, but I have a bunch of Omni Geos, and I don't remember why I had these, but I'll go ahead and open them. Sure. In fact, I think one of the items I need for the secret bundle, so I can get the movie theater, I think one of them is a prismatic shard, or like a prismatic something, like maybe it involves crafting with one. I don't know. So I do need to be still opening these to look for a prismatic shard. Since I'm in the area where that bundle is, I may as well go and check since I'm over here. I don't have room in my inventory. The audacity. Well, I guess I can come back another time just because I do want to go over to Ginger Island. And you know how we have the little minecart thing for traveling a bit faster around the map? I wish there was at least one more option that just took you to the beach. I know we have that and it's like next to the beach, but you still gotta walk quite a ways. And imagine if they had an area for the minecarts on the beach and you could just automatically go to that bus station area right by your farm. That would be so nice. I would love that. Concerned Ape, if you could do that, that'd be fantastic. There's something else I wanted to talk about, but I'm trying to think of how I should word this. It's like in relation to Stardew Valley, but also like cozy video games in general. There are a lot of cozy games that I have tried and played, whether I like them or not. There has been a countless amount, well, not countless, but you know what I mean. Quite a lot of them that I've tried out, whether I've continued playing them or not. And I feel like ultimately, of all games, even more than Animal Crossing, I find myself returning to Stardew Valley the most. I don't know, there is just something about it that I feel like a lot of other games have yet to match up to. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other really great ones out there, but there is just something about Stardew Valley where I just feel like no other games seem to compare. Like, there really is just something about it, and I don't know what it is, but there's something. Would you guys agree? And it's okay if you don't agree, by the way. It's completely fine. I just was curious. Lexi, so guess what? I'm planning to trade Animal Crossing for a different game to be considered. Wait, so you think you're gonna sell your Animal Crossing so that way you can go get a different game? Honestly, I support, especially if you're bored of Animal Crossing. Understandable. Okay. I'm hoping that there's another muscle rock that has golden walnuts, or at least like one, but if not, it's okay. But something else I've noticed with the little muscle rocks that I get the golden walnuts from, for some reason, I feel like I hardly ever see them spawn on the left side. They're usually on the right. It's kind of weird. I'm not seeing any more coconuts on the palm trees. Sometimes I do. I feel like it's kind of iffy. Actually, I see one over here. Okay, well, just a regular coconut, never mind. But still. Wait, I remember something else. Megs, a question for you specifically, because I think you were the one encouraging me to try this out last time. Didn't you say that if I grow some watermelons or something and give it to the frog in a cave, then he'll give me golden walnuts? I swear I feel like you said that. Yeah, like this frog right here. So what game would you recommend? I kind of want feedback from not you, but from but the community, and the music is quite cool. Wait, do you mean that you want the game that you'd be playing to have like a nice soundtrack, or do you mean like the music in Stardew Valley? And yes, okay, I thought so. I'm pretty sure melons are a summer crop, so definitely as soon as it's summer tomorrow, I need to go ahead and do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna kind of explore around and see if I can find any other golden walnuts. I don't know if any other Stardew Valley enjoyers also feel like this, but whenever it gets towards the end of a season and I'm going into the next one, I feel like there's not as much to do, so I'm kind of either just like meandering around, or maybe I even skip through those days. I think there are still other fossils that need to be donated to that guy, so I could also look over here. Just that way I'm at least being productive. Hey Lexi, haven't joined in a while. Hello Jen, welcome to the live stream. How are you? If you grow melons with the stuff, he'll give you golden walnuts. Gotcha, okay. Do you know how many melons he wants? And it's okay if you don't remember, because I could always just look that up. It's okay. Okay, there's a fossil right there, but I need to throw something away. You know, I'm just gonna throw away one of these vegetables or something. Where did this come from? I was literally just hitting these, and then somehow magically this shirt spawns right here. I just threw away the leek so I could make more room, and then this is just in my pockets. I have no idea what happened. I know, it's okay. I can always look it up. You're good. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good as well. I just came back recently from a hiatus that I went on for my channel just to have a breather and to take a mental health break. But I'm doing better now. I don't have a schedule quite yet necessarily, but I will be integrating one in the foreseeable future. By the way, this could be obviously very incorrect, but I do kind of have a theory on what I think the new event's going to be for the Stardew Valley update. Hear me out. So one of the things that he had put emphasis on in the post about the new update was that all the characters are getting new winter outfits. And I feel like because there is an emphasis on that with it being mentioned and with some of the pictures on the update picture of the characters wearing their outfits, considering that was there and I feel like emphasized a bit more than the other details, I feel like whatever the event is going to be sometime in the winter. I could obviously be wrong, and I'm open to being wrong, but I feel like it's going to be in the winter. Your beach dinner's ready? No worries. If you need to lurk, that's completely fine. Hope you enjoy your lurk. I really do need to get more golden walnuts, though. I really do. Can't get this, but it's okay. I really need it to rain in this game. Like, can it rain, please? I'm gonna head home and organize my pockets a bit more, put some stuff away, and then tomorrow in the game, I need to buy a bunch of melons, like a lot. Where's Libra the librarian and Shiver? Libra doesn't really go to streams anymore. He hasn't been a mod for a long time. He's busy now. And then Shiver is also busy today, but Shiver is still a mod. He just is busy today. Here we go again. What's everyone's craving for today? I've already eaten what I was craving, but it was French fries. I made some of those last night too. We have a bag of frozen ones, and if you just put those in the air fryer with some seasoning, it is so good. But I guess in terms of other things, I would love some lemonade right now. That sounds really good. We need to start with holiday drink. Long live Libra. The 3 L's. Speaking of Long Live, Angel, I know you like some of Taylor Swift's songs. Do you like her song Long Live? I really like it. It's one of my favorites. Let's see, before I go lay down, is there anything I can sell? Sell the coconut. I'm gonna go over these to make sure I don't need to donate any of them, and then if I do, then I will, of course. I don't think I do. Okay, I don't need any of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell them. And then put some of my stuff away, and we'll probably be good. Actually, let me get this diamond and sell that too. I'm craving Arby's fries. I love Taylor Swift. Would you say that you're a Swiftie? And if so, what are some of your favorite songs by her? It's okay, I guess. I feel like I've always liked the Speak Now album. Like, I don't know, it's really nostalgic for me. It's gonna be summer now whenever we load into the next day. So I got a lot of stuff that's gonna need to be done. It's just so crazy to me that it's already in the middle of year 5. Like, hello? Make sure you don't get a heat stroke. Have you guys ever had a heat stroke? I don't think I ever have, but I feel like I've gotten close to it just because I've grown up in like a really hot area. All of these are dead, so I'm just gonna chop these. I didn't really water them that much, to be honest. But in my defense, I accidentally placed them in a weird spot, and then I couldn't get them enough to water them, so I just kind of gave up. So let me just go ahead and here, water them, and then depending on what time it is afterwards, I might go ahead and go buy the seeds. I'll get my animals regardless, but I feel like right now my farm is a priority because it's a new season. Yes, I'm a Swiftie. I love Karma, Shake It Off, and her country songs, and Anti-Hero in 1999. I almost said 1999. I meant 1989. Excuse me. You have? I just had a bit of a brain fart again. Can you refresh me on what you're saying that you have? I don't know why I'm like this. I'm sorry. I really need to water these, but I don't feel like it. If anything, I should at least water these strawberries just because those are really important and very profitable crop. Oh, okay, you had a heat stroke. Gotcha. I am so sorry that that happened. I don't know how I can empathize just because I've never had one, but I bet that that was traumatic. I'm so sorry. I feel like personally, let me know if you guys agree or disagree. I feel like being way too hot is so much worse than being way too cold. Like if I had to pick between the two, I would much rather be way too cold. Like there's just something about overheating that makes me like panicky. I don't know, I just find it so much more uncomfortable. Why is my chicken vibrating? Can it stop? There we go. 1999 Lexi's version. We should be calling this stream series from Stardew Valley Perfection Run Lexi's version, because I tend to be all over the place sometimes. I've had my moments where I've been like very skillful at it, but there's been also plenty of other moments where I was not so good. But you know what? It's okay. Literally all of these baskets are so full. I'm just putting a bunch of this away because I don't have enough storage space. I've never had a heat stroke before. I feel like that's a good thing then, because heat strokes, from what I've heard, are no fun. Did you get any trick-or-treaters yesterday, Lexi? I did. We didn't see them that many times. However, we did get a lot of groups. Like, most of the people that we got were in groups. Hello, Orchid Angel. Welcome to the stream. Now that I freed up enough space, let's go ahead and go buy some melons. Wait, since I'm growing those for the sake of you, yeah, I'm going to sell them. But I'm mainly growing them so that way I can give them to the frog that's going to give me golden walnuts. Without context, that sounds so weird. I feel like with that logic, then I should probably just go ahead and plant them on Ginger Island, right? Because I just feel like that'd be a lot more convenient. Wouldn't it be? Stardew Valley Perfection Run at Lexi's version. Perfect. Ooh. We have a cutscene. Genuinely was not expecting that. I think it's because, I don't think it was the last episode, but like one of the recent episodes of this series, I think I focused a lot on trying to befriend the characters more and to be better about talking to them and gifting them. And I think as a result, I'm now close enough to Abigail where I can get more cutscenes, which I guess is good. We did too. I got 26 Snickers from trick-or-treating and 2 big Hershey bars. I don't know who here likes them, but do you guys like the Payday bars? Like with the peanuts and the caramel? I thought they were nasty for so long, then randomly one day I started liking them. They're honestly so good. Payday bars, Hershey bars, Milky Ways, and Three Musketeers. Those are some of my generally like favorite chocolate bars. But ultimately, I do like dark chocolate a lot better than milk chocolate. Also, with this cutscene, I have to play the game with Abigail, and I'm really bad at this, so just wish me luck. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually doing a lot better than I normally do. Wow. I think I may have accidentally aimed at Abigail a few times, but you know what? It'd be like that. I normally can't aim at all in this game, so I feel like this is good as is. Like, I'm doing my best. Also, I can't look at chat while I'm doing this. I'm sorry. I'm just doing this and hoping that they go away. I'm just standing in the corner and aiming diagonally, which part of me feels like is considered cheating, but... Okay, I just noticed from what happened that if I accidentally hit Abigail, that it doesn't do anything, thank goodness. I'm gonna go back to my corner strategy because I just feel like that worked a lot. Your Musketeers are so good, to be honest. They really are. I feel like they're underrated. It's also a nice chocolate bar type of candy to have if you feel like you have particularly sensitive teeth and you can't have crunchy things, or if you just don't like crunchy things. Like, they're just nice. I feel like they're a lot gentler on your teeth than some other stuff. Wait, did I actually complete it? I've never fully completed this before. Genuinely, I've been playing this game since I think I was like 18. I was Charlie Spring for Halloween and I've never had a Payday bar. I love Three Musketeers. Payday bars are good, but only if you like peanuts and caramel. Because if you don't like either one of those, or if you don't like either of them, then yeah, probably wouldn't. How's the Animal Crossing Island going? I have like low-key stopped playing Animal Crossing. I mean, every now and then I pick it up, but like I don't really play it much anymore. Like basically very little. I don't remember what quality of seeds, well, not quality of seeds, but quality of melons that the frog wants. I just got like 20 seeds and I hope that that gives me a couple of good ones. Hello, Sebastian, welcome in. I need some water, y'all should too. Good idea, I don't think I've drank water yet this stream. By the way, I am gonna go ahead and take down the poll in probably like the next 10 minutes or so, give or take some time. So if you haven't voted already and you wanna give your input there, you're more than welcome to, but if not, that's okay. So I'm gonna make that same poll in my community tab as well later, just to give as much feedback as possible. I'm back over here to check on my animals, and then we're gonna head over to Ginger Island so I can make the melons, or not make, but plant. That'd be really cool though if I could make my own melons, but I can't. I mean, I guess I technically could if I planted them, but whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, I already have another poll idea planned out. I'm gonna do that one whenever I end the current one. And now we'll go in here. Petting all the animals, making sure they have food, and as long as they have food, then we're good to go. You see this button right here? I, for some reason, moved my Joy-Con really fast where it hovered over the sell button. And this specific animal I named after my mod Megs, so I almost sold Megs. I'm sorry. Please don't block me. I love Stardust music, it's a vibe. Absolutely it is. speaking of that, if anybody here has access to a Spotify account and you like the Stardew Valley soundtrack, I would recommend, here, actually, I'll type this in the chat so you can screenshot this if you want to. Okay, so if you like the Stardew Valley soundtrack and you have access to Spotify, I would look up that artist that I just typed in chat onto Spotify, because they remix a bunch of different game soundtracks, one of them being Stardew Valley. There's a couple of different albums, actually, of just Stardew Valley on there, and they're really nice. I use them for streams sometimes. So definitely be sure to check that out if you're interested. Any goals for this month, Lexi? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I do, actually, no, I do know. I do have one, but I don't know if that's gonna be an attainable goal this month. But, I mean, if y'all wanna know, I can share it. I just don't know if I feel like it's gonna be able to work out for this month. Especially considering in November, I'm gonna be out of town at one point, which I'm gonna make a post about that whenever it gets a bit closer. With that said, by the way, I do plan to make a handful of videos in advance and schedule those out for while I'm gone, just so that way there's content being posted. So I'm gonna like shift my desk where my body is angled more towards looking at the other monitor, just because before it was me just turning my neck, and now I'm like facing it a bit more instead of just turning my head. By the way, I wonder what my heart levels are with all the characters. For some reason, I've got a lot of hearts with Kent. I obviously have a lot of hearts with Maru because I married her. The main person I was curious about is to see how many hearts with Elliot that I had, just because I feel like I tend to not talk to him very much. Hello? Did y'all hear that? Hold on, my computer's being weird. What happened? Hold on a second, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what just happened. Hold on a second while I fix this. I have no idea what just happened. I'm gonna go on a BRB screen and tell Ben what happened, so hold on. Okay, I'm back now. I have no idea what happened. I didn't do anything differently. I just was sitting here having a conversation with y'all, right? Everything was great. Okay, I can hear it now. I have no idea what on earth my computer just did, but hopefully everything's okay now. Give me a second, and I'm gonna make sure that y'all can hear it and see it. Okay. Game is back on for me. Please let me know right now in chat, just super fast, please, if you can hear it and see it. That was really, really weird. I have no idea what happened. But I also, whenever I went on the BRB screen, because I panicked, I forgot to pause the game so the time wouldn't pass. And I wanted to go to Ginger Island so that way I could go and plant the melons. And then I accidentally let the time pass. Now I can't go plant the melons. So that's great. Looks and sounds fine. Okay. I have no idea what that was about, but if my computer could just like not jump scare me like that, that'd be great. Back from dinner. Other than that, what did I miss? Looks and sounds fine. Looks okay to me. Meg, so basically while you were gone, it was either a combination of my Elgato capture card, my computer, or both, but one of them was in a silly, goofy mood and randomly had disconnected, not the stream, but like disconnected the game where like suddenly everybody couldn't see it anymore, and it was really weird. But it should be back on now. Why can't you plant them? I mean, I technically can, but I wanted to plant them at Ginger Island, and I can't because Willie closed up shop, and I accidentally let time pass whenever I went to my BRB screen. So I've accidentally just wasted a bunch of time, but it's fine. Yeah, that was really weird. I don't think that that's happened before randomly. Like, I don't usually have capture card problems like that. It was really weird. Actually, instead of wasting the day, considering I still have so much energy, I feel like I talk about it every single time I play on this farm, but my farm just somehow is always spawning an unbelievable amount of trees. So I'm gonna use some of the energy that I have now just to chop some of them down. Yeah, I guess my setup just felt like jump scaring me because that was very, very odd. And the reason at first that I was kind of like looking at the ground was I was trying to figure out where my capture card was. So I know it's under my desk. I just couldn't remember exactly where. And I thought maybe the reason it randomly did that was because something accidentally got unplugged by maybe my feet or something. And I didn't realize I was doing it. But it was fully plugged in and everything. Nothing was visually wrong with it, it seems. So I have no idea what that was about. But I definitely did not appreciate that capture card. So thank you for the jump scare. Are we back? I was switching devices. Yeah, we're back now. We're good. Actually, let me scoot forward a little bit. Okay. Hello, it's Eli. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the poll now. But thank you for your input, everyone. I will be also putting this in the community tab if you'd like to vote there as well. And just so I don't lose that, I'm taking a picture with my phone. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna get a few more of these and then we'll save, and then as soon as possible head on over to Ginger Island. And I'm mad because, like, you know how I was saying I was trying to restart the gemstone puzzle? I could have easily gotten one of the gemstones today if it was raining, but now we'll never know because Willie closed up shop. I don't get why he does that. Well, I mean, I get why he closed up shop, but why so early? Like, why just in the evening? Most stores are open until the nighttime. And thank you for the mod love command. I appreciate you, and welcome in, Tekla. I gave up a long time ago on that quest. I am so determined. It took me a second of thinking about it, but I remember what my strategy is that I came up with last time that I streamed this. And this is a quick refresher if anybody didn't hear me say it earlier. My plan was to take off all the gemstones that I put on it. And you know how the way that they get dropped is by the random colorful birds on Ginger Island only when it's raining. Well, I'm doing it that way, but every time I see one, I'm just taking it over immediately. And my defense before, I know that sounds like what you're supposed to do. I didn't realize that was how it was meant to be done, so I just did it kind of weird and then kept messing up the puzzle. So we've started over. We already have a spot for where amethyst is going to go. And every time I see another crystal drop, I have to take it over immediately. Because then that way I feel like it's going to be pretty hard to mess up the texture. I know all the commands. I mean, there is a lot of commands. So, like, if you're saying that sarcastically, then I don't blame you, because there is a lot of commands. Let's applaud Willie for prioritizing his free time even though it's annoying. Hello, Lizzie, welcome in. I mean, true though. It is important to take out time for yourself, whether that be a little bit during the week or even just like for a short while during the day. It is so important to make time for yourself and whatever your interests are, or like some kind of self-care, some kind of portion of your time dedicated to just yourself, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and water these, and honestly, I'm pretty sure all of my animals still have food. Part of me is tempted to skip over gathering things like milk and eggs just so I can go over to Ginger Island. Honestly. There's two other things I haven't really been doing that I need to be doing, and that would be going into skull caverns and getting as low as I can. And I also need to be going in the volcano mines, but both of those mining areas scare me because they're really challenging and honestly just really intimidating. So I avoid them, but I need to stop avoiding them. I say go and just check animals later. I feel like they're probably fine. That, and then animals in Stardew Valley don't necessarily die if you like accidentally don't feed them. I mean, they're gonna be grumpy and like mad at you, but the animals aren't gonna be taken away or anything. Just selling these, and now let's go over to Ginger Island. I remember now, so I did that poll, by the way, right? And I told you guys I had another idea planned out that's Stardew Valley themed. It's on, okay, cool, it's on the pause screen. I'm really excited for this poll. I'm really excited to see what you guys are gonna say. There'll be 4 total options as well. Okay, poll should pop up for y'all in just a second if it hasn't already. But which Stardew Valley season is your favorite? Spring, summer, fall, or winter? Let me know. I'm doing homework when I lurk in the stream. Yes, I'm able to hear the stream. No worries, if you need to lurk, I totally understand. Hope you enjoy your lurk and I hope we're able to get some work done. By the way, has anybody here seen the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Please don't give spoilers in the chat because I haven't seen it and I want to. But just let me know if you've seen it, did you like it? From what I've seen, somebody described it in a really good way. I like the way they worded this for their review of the movie. They said for a movie being about Five Nights at Freddy's and based off of like lore and theories about it and whatnot, they said that it was really, really good and they enjoyed it. But in terms of being a scary movie, they felt like it wasn't that scary. But I feel like it's literally just because it's meant to be about Five Nights at Freddy's, not necessarily this horrifying movie. But then again, like trying to decide about how scary something is a very opinionated thing. So what one person thinks is not scary at all, another person can think is just terrifying. I don't know. But if you've seen it, did you like it? I know that I don't play Stardew, but I voted. I mean, it's okay. I was going to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie later on today. Oh, it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good too. I'm excited because Matthew Lillard is in it and I love his work. I remember watching him like repeatedly. I would watch him be Shaggy and Scooby-Doo for the live action version. I love that. That and he's also in the Scream series, or was. I'm gonna check first for any golden walnuts, as I always do, and then we'll go ahead and plant the melons. Yeah, then it's time for a delightful homework session with Angel featuring Lexi and Stardew Valley. Yeah, totally. If you want to lurk while you're doing that, you're more than welcome to. Go ahead. I had to go get Lady because she's been super bad lately. Willis, literally, okay. She tends to do this after haircuts. But especially if they cut too much fur off of her paws. Like she sits there and licks and licks and licks at her paws like it's her job. And she only does it if she's just had a haircut recently, which she has. And I just find it really concerning. I don't know if it's an allergy thing or what it is, or if her skin just gets itchy from being more exposed to the air. And so it's gotten to the point where I have to keep repeatedly spraying her paws with this bitter stuff so that way it tastes bad. And she gets really mad at me for it, but you know, you do what you gotta do. That sound is annoying, to be honest, of a dog repeatedly licking their paws. It really is. But before I forget, I need to make a space for all these melons. I'm just gonna do 2 rows of 10. I don't remember if I put it, did I put it in storage? I think I might have. I had a fossil that I found. I think it was like some kind of amphibian fossil that I found the other day in the game. I need to get that opened. Actually, not opened, but like assessed, I guess. Because I think last time, I think I got the bones that I donated in fragments. I don't know if they're originally just part of a fossil or whatever it was, but I want to see if I can get that checked out, just to see if it's somehow useful. And if it's not useful, then I'm just selling it. There's also a serial killer in Hackers. I didn't know that. I like his work in general, so I'm gonna have to check that out. I watched an interview about it, and apparently the way that he originally did the Shaggy voice whenever he was auditioning to be Shaggy, he would just scream and scream and scream repeatedly until his voice got hoarse, and then he just would talk in a really hoarse voice and say like silly things to sound like Shaggy. And it worked. But over time, that was obviously really damaging, so, like, I think his voice, he said in the interview, was, like, permanently semi-damaged from doing that. I mean, he does, like, other methods now incorporated with that, so that way he doesn't damage it any further, but I think he did say it was, like, to some extent, permanently damaged. My dog apparently licks their tails for some strange reason. I mean, I feel like licking their fur in general, I feel like, is a very typical non-concerning thing. Whenever it's repetitively in the same spot, it's a problem. Like with Willis, I say it's a problem because she'll lick her paws so much that the skin gets raw and irritated and even bleeds. And I do take care of it. I do like wipe it off and everything, and I give her the bitter spray so that way she doesn't lick them too much. And then she just does it anyways. But I swear I try. We were thinking of maybe taking her to the vet if it continues, just because like I'm worried that there's some kind of underlying issue that I don't know about. By the way, this may be a bad idea, but I'm going to go ahead and go into the volcano mines right now. Speaking of Shaggy, zoinks! His character was just iconic, honestly. Watch me say that I'm going to go in here for the volcano mines and then, like, leave immediately. You know what I should do? I need to look up more content about where you find the golden walnuts, because I need more. Just gonna walk on past them. I thought that was one of the other rocks. I was like, wait, why isn't it working? Can they attack me right now if I stay on this pause screen? Because I kind of want to look it up. But yeah, I'm going to see if there's any articles about it. So it's on this pause screen for the moment being. Okay. Also, if anybody happens to just off the top of your head remember where else I can find golden walnuts, that would be great. Okay, I found one that describes it, so let me see. Let me see. And it also says that one of the birds gives clues. There's one golden walnut located out in the bush in the eastern region, inside the gem bird shrine puzzle. Okay, so I have to finish that one first to be able to get that, but I'm working on it. Trading a banana for 3 golden walnuts at an altar outside of Leo's hut. Where do I get the bananas from? And then winning the darts game located in the Pirates Cove, which yields 3 golden walnuts. What's the darts game? I'm so confused. And it says 5 walnuts can be found randomly while fishing anywhere, 1 at a time. I mean, I guess I could do that, Megs. Because I saw your message from the corner of my eye. Realistically, I'm probably gonna end up dying if I stay in the mine, so I feel like I should probably just leave. And then we'll try the fishing idea and see if I can get any golden walnuts that way. Oh, banana trees. Can I plant those or do I have to find them in a certain location? And something I want to share with y'all, by the way. I saw somebody explain this really good theory that they have about Haunted Chocolatier. And it's also like with Stardew Valley in the mix. So basically they said, you know how Concerned Ape, yes, he still updates game, but like I feel like that's usually like fixing any glitches or patching anything that needs fixing, right? Like just fixing up things. So the fact that we randomly have this massive Stardew Valley content update, they were saying it's probably a sign that Haunted Chocolatier is going to take a lot longer than expected, and that this big Stardew Valley update is meant to be a diversion away from Haunted Chocolatier, so that way everybody stops worrying about when it's coming out or like asking about it, so that way all the focus is going to be based around Stardew Valley, so that way he can comfortably have more time to work on Haunted Chocolatier. And honestly, I feel like that makes a lot of sense, because I feel like we wouldn't normally get such massive content updates. You know? Lexi, do you have any positive advice in general? I would say if you're ever in a situation where in some way, shape, or form you're struggling and you feel like you don't know what to do about it or like how to help yourself, etc., how to cope with it, I would say picture your closest friend or closest loved one in that exact same position and imagine what you would tell that person and how you would comfort them, and then apply that same advice and logic to yourself. That just with fishing alone, I can get like 5 golden walnuts. Maybe I just need to go here and then practice my fishing. Because whether or not I end up getting a ton of golden walnuts out of that, that will also just up my fishing XP. So like it's a win-win either way. I get something out of it. I think that's true in so many ways. I'm glad you agree. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Our negative self-talk is so damaging, and we would never talk to another person that way, you know? Speaking of that, that reminds me. Thank you for wording it that way. Another piece of like general advice I would give is if you're in particular struggling with your self-image and how you talk about yourself, how you speak about yourself, how you think about yourself, all of the above pretty much, I would say picture yourself at like 5 years old sitting in front of you. Would you say all of those things to your little 5-year-old self? No, you wouldn't. You really wouldn't. So if you wouldn't say that about yourself to 5-year-old you, then why should you say it to current you? It's still you. That inner 5-year-old is still there on the inside. So if you wouldn't speak to 5-year-old you that way, why should you speak to current you that way? I'm just saying. I don't think I've ever seen this fish in Stardew Valley. Can I share something that my gram said once? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Honestly, I may just stay here and continue fishing and then go to bed in like the little house that I have here and then just continue fishing when I wake up. I've gotten so many lionfish today. I want to see how much XP I have for fishing. That wasn't the right tab. So for fishing, I'm level 8. I'm already level 10 for foraging and farming. And I'm getting close with all the other categories. So maybe with all the extra fishing from trying to get golden walnuts, maybe I could get to at least like level 9 today. It's so awkward whenever you're fishing in this game and then there's just a super long pause. And then when you finally get something to bite at the fish bait, you're like, oh, maybe I got a good one. Maybe it's like a rare one, and then it gives you like a piece of trash or something. It's so disappointing. By the way, if anybody has not already liked the live stream, I would really appreciate that if you could. It is completely free and a very easy way to support me. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game because I always forget how much time passes by faster here. Almost didn't say that correctly at first. While it's on that loading screen, I'm gonna get some water. Do you like fishing this game? I do. I used to hate it, but now I love it. It's a huge learning curve, and that learning curve is very frustrating, but like once you get it, you get it. Life is like a game of go fish, just keep asking for what you want and go after it and you're bound to win. I really like that. I don't think I've ever heard somebody say that before, but I do like that. Thank you for sharing that. I like how the first time I tried to use a watering can just now just watered the dirt. On an entirely different note, by the way, I was talking to a friend of mine recently, and she helped me realize that I have hooded eyelids, I think. We were talking about makeup. I reached out to her to be like, hey, would you think based off my eye shape, do you think upturned eyeliner would be better for me or downturned eyeliner? And I sent her a picture for reference of my eye up close, and she was hard. And usually downturned eyeliner or eyeliner that points directly to the side is a lot easier and sometimes looks better whenever you have downturned eyes or hooded eyes, depending on what kind of eyeball you got. This is a random thing, but I wanted to update that. So I might try out on stream wearing downturned eyeliner instead of upturned and see if I feel like that looks better. I just don't know how to do it, so I feel like, I don't know. I'm nervous to try it even though it might look better just because I've never tried it before. The stream crash or is it just me? It shouldn't be. Wait, can y'all hear me and see me? There shouldn't be anything wrong. It might just be you. My grandma's an awesome lady. I miss her very much. I'm sorry, Megs. I'm sure she was wonderful though. Is anybody hearing or seeing any issues with the stream? Just because that concerns me a little bit now. Also, low-key, part of me is getting kind of frustrated that it hasn't rained yet in Ginger Island. I want to get more of the gemstones. It crashed for me for a second too. Loud and clear. It's better now. Yeah, I can hear you, but it lagged. So it's okay now though. It was just weird for a second. I'm sorry. Even with like really like high quality stuff, sometimes streams just have like little hiccups here and there, and I feel like that's just part of streaming. But thank you for letting me know, because sometimes it is stuff that's like an issue that I can fix. But as long as it's okay now, it should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find any of the artifacts over here that need to be donated. And then if not, then I'll go ahead and continue fishing again so I can see if I can get any golden walnuts. See, I don't know how many I have now, but I think I may have like almost enough to upgrade the house that I have here. I think the parrot told me that I had like if I pay like 5 golden walnuts, then I can have some kind of upgrade. But we'll see. And then if not, then I could save up until I have like 20 golden walnuts and use that for the little spa area. Hello, how are you? Hello, Lambert from Wilted Lamb. Welcome to the stream. I'm good. How are you? Do I have everything? I do, okay. Let's go find one of the parrots. They can tell me how many walnuts I have. There are so many things about this game whenever you talk about it that it sounds so ridiculous out loud if you just don't have any context. Like, if you had never seen this before or heard about it at all, and you just heard me say that, you'd probably be like, okay, that's a little weird. You know? You should get Stardew Valley, yes. I really like it. And we don't have a date for it yet because I believe it's still being worked on, but there is a pretty good-sized update coming out. Oh, you Lambert? Okay. Another thing though, I don't know if you like to primarily play your games on PC or if you like to play on your Switch or anything, but I feel like in general it's a very affordable game, especially like if you're gonna play on Switch, I feel like it's generally a lot cheaper than majority of Switch games that you will ever see. Of course, not all of them are expensive, but like a lot of them are like $40 to $60, maybe even like $70. But I think Stardew is what, like $15, $20 maybe? It looks like this isn't going to be a golden walnut this time, because I think last time when I got it, it just gave it to me automatically after it said hit on the bait. Why have I been getting so many lionfish? It's getting ridiculous. In a little bit, I'll probably make my character head home so I can check on my farm and my animals and whatnot. Oh, please watch how many messages you're sending so that way you don't spam the chat, please and thank you. That's not spam. And thank you, by the way, for the headphones. They're the Razer Kitty headphones. Which game? I believe Stardew is $15 on Steam, and I think the same on Switch. Yeah, I think it's like $15, $20, give or take a little bit. It's generally fairly affordable, I would say. Cult of the Lamb, I think, might be closer to like $25, $30. But I don't remember. I didn't buy Cult of the Lamb. I was gifted Cult of the Lamb, so I don't remember how much it costs. Oh no, you're good. It's okay. Let's just try not to send as many back to back. I would say Stardew was worth it though. I mean, it's not free, but it is a very affordable game in comparison to a lot of others. Another thing I feel like would be nice about it if you're considering trying it out, it's been out for a hot minute now, but it still has a lot of people active in the community, a lot of people that still play it. And because it's been out for so long, there's a lot of tutorials and information available online and through YouTube if you feel like you would need any help for it, or you can just play blindly if you prefer. Sometimes I feel like it's more fun to play games blindly, like without any kind of tutorials or help. I personally just like the articles and like the apps that help out, etc. I personally just enjoy it anyways because I'm a very forgetful person by nature. Oh yeah, I did plant them. Ask the frog what he wants you to plant. I also love that it's moddable on Steam. That's another thing. If you like to mod any of your video games, you can mod it on Steam. You just unfortunately can't do that on a Switch because Nintendo is very much anti-modding. I already planted like 20 melon seeds, but I still have a lot of money left, so if I have to buy other seeds too, it's fine. It says grow you for me, the pink thing, the juicy thing. I don't have them ready, but he's asking me if, he said, you be growing the thing outside now, which basically means he's asking me if I'm growing it, and I am, but they're not done, so should I say yes or no? Also, I'm in summer. I like the aesthetic of Stardew Valley. It's really cute and nostalgic. I do too. Okay, yeah. So we're good. I just have to wait for those to be done. I think I've gotten 2 golden walnuts today from fishing, so I'm gonna see if I can get any more. I feel like I don't really see them come out of the rivers, but I see them randomly pop out from the ocean. And maybe I just need to fish in the ocean a bunch. I do need to go back home soon because my animals need me to check on them. Don't harvest it before you talk to him when they grow. Okay. So as soon as I see that they're done, just go ahead and talk to him. A snake skull. Okay. That's cheerful. And also just perfectly normal in the universe of Stardew Valley, I guess, to go fishing and get a skull out of the water. Since I already have a poll going, actually, I guess I could end it. Interesting. Okay. So out of everybody who's voted so far for what your favorite Stardew Valley season is, fall is in the lead with 75%. Spring is in second place with 25%. And then the other 2 categories, summer and winter, don't have any votes, which I feel like is interesting because I feel like they each would have had at least a few votes. It's not a bad thing. I just was curious and like noted that. Forgot to read the journal scrap. It's showing me an X marks the spot location. And I feel like that's on my farm. This farm, the Ginger Island farm, not the one on my home. Let me just see if I can figure out where exactly that is. Oh, it's like right here. Okay. Ooh. I got a free pearl and a free golden walnut. That was amazing. I don't know why the stream keeps doing that. Lag, and also he wants you to grow melon, wheat, and garlic. The lag's gone. I just had to click it. I don't know why it's doing that. It's really weird. I'm so sorry. And I'm sad because like every time that happens, like I watch the view count like drop, and like it makes me so sad. Yes, that's why I love Close to Lamb, because it doesn't really show you how to play a lot. And I have a black cat for Halloween. I picked fall. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's not normally like that, but I guess YouTube is just not a fan of Stardew Valley at the moment, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I'm gonna make my character go home. I don't know why it's like that though. I'm so sad. I'm not supposed to do that. Well, I hope everybody who left because of it, I hope you had fun while you were here. I think it's YouTube. I think it is too, because my Wi-Fi is perfectly fine, nothing wrong. Sometimes YouTube and Streamlabs, either one of them or both of them will tell me like, hey, there's something wrong, give me an alert. I checked both. I don't see any kind of alerts. I really don't know what's wrong, but I think it's out of my control for the time being, because I think it could just be YouTube servers. I'm so sorry though, y'all. Either way, no matter what's causing it, I get how that's unpleasant to see as a viewer, and I'm really sorry. But I think it's better now. For anybody that's potentially new here, whether you're watching it live or watching it back, by the way, hello, thank you for watching. I swear it doesn't normally do that. It just happens occasionally because sometimes YouTube is just in a silly little mood. YouTube is just grumpy today. It'd be like that. But I swear it's not constantly like that. I did it at Smacks. Maybe YouTube had too much candy and wanted to buffer. I mean, maybe. Possibly. It's happening to all the live streams I've been in lately, it's not just you. Okay, that makes me feel so much better. Thank you, Tekla. I appreciate you. I think this skull and possibly this fossilized leg might need to be donated to that guy on Ginger Island, so we'll see. Actually, I feel like since I've never seen that fish... Wait, never mind. I was gonna say maybe I could donate that, but I don't think there's anywhere that requires that at all. Before I have my character go to bed, I'm gonna stop by at least the chicken coop really quick, just because with the barn animals, they don't really drop stuff on the ground aside from the truffles. So I think they're okay, but I do want to pick up all the chicken eggs in here. Oh yeah, there's a lot. That's almost all of them. And if there's any more, then they're just hidden. Actually, no, there is one more right here. There we go. Now I got them. How do you become a mod? It's an application process. Currently, we are not looking for any more mods to add to the team, but whenever we are looking for more mods... Sorry, my nose is itchy. Whenever we are looking for more mods, I'll make a post about it in the community tab and in my Discord server. There we go. Keep in mind, though, that speaking of that, the moderators that I have are required to mod for both the live streams and for the Discord server. That's what I thought. I did a lot more fishing suddenly to try and get more golden walnuts, and now I've leveled up. Thought that I would. Or maybe Streamlabs is being wild. I think it probably is YouTube, just because Takelo was saying that's happening to a bunch of other live streams, which is frustrating. I mean, part of me is glad that it's like not just like a me thing, but it's still frustrating. Check on my animals, and then honestly, just you could probably expect it, but we'll go to Ginger Island. I just kind of realized something. The pomegranates in the game kind of look like plums. Not that anybody asked, it was just a random observation that I made. And as per usual, I'm going to prioritize certain crops over others, just because I do not have the time or the patience to water all of these. But definitely at least the strawberries and at least a portion of the blueberries. Part of me kind of feels like they may grow back eventually without watering them, just a lot more slowly. So I've noticed I'll randomly have blueberries spawn, even if I didn't water the crop recently. I feel like it's fine, right? I feel like it's okay. All the big mushrooms you have everywhere. Thank you. I didn't plant them. They just kind of, I don't know how it happens. I'm pretty sure there's a reason behind it, but randomly in Stardew Valley, massive mushrooms just spawn like that. I'm glad I came in here because my poor animals have like no food. Let's go take care of that, shall we? We'll do this for the free food, and then once I run out of stuff to scythe, then I'll go over to Marnie's. But if I'm on your stream and you want or need a mod, just let me know, okay? I don't currently need any mods, but thanks for offering. Well, I'm not on your Discord server as well as a few other people. Sorry about that. I can't really discuss that a whole lot publicly on live stream just because that's separate from Discord. I just heard something in the background. I was like, what is that? It scared me for a second. I always forget that sometimes the neighborhood kids will play outside like in the evening, and I heard one of them, but because everything is super muffled from my headphones, I thought that it was a cat outside. We do get a lot of strays here. You know, this is a pretty good chunk of money, but I feel like the auto grabber would be a good investment for both areas, for both the coop and the barn. Also, I don't know if I want to spend all that money on it. That's a lot of money. I mean, I still have a lot in the game, but I just don't like spending such massive chunks of money in the game unless I have to. I probably should get it though. I'm just trying to put it off for as long as I can. I gotta check on Luna. Is Luna a kitty or a ferret? Yeah, Meg's Luna is a cat, and then my Luna is also a cat. I feel like, to be honest, it is a very common name, but you know what? It's fine. It's a pretty name. And some animals really just suit basic names, honestly. Like my Luna, I could not picture any other name on her. Whenever I first adopted her, I was very, very, very close to renaming her to Amethyst. Because the shelter had already named her Luna, and I really almost called her Amethyst. I was very close, but I didn't. Confession, I didn't realize on Switch that whenever you run past that, you could just hold down A whenever you have the hay, and it'll just place it automatically, because before I would just like go one at a time like this to place it individually, and it took forever. You know, that's done. I just have to make sure they have food in the barn, and then we'll be good to... Are you kidding me? Are you actually joking? The gate just broke and like fell off. And I can't move, otherwise the chickens are gonna escape. She has surgery on Monday. It's well worth it. Speaking of, how is she? Oh, we got 4 strays outside. 3 of them are growing faster than ever. Kittens of Mama Cat. Actually, 5 cat. Mama Cat comes up whenever she feels like it. And then there's her sister, Rubs. I called her that because she constantly rubs on my leg. I think whenever cats do that, it's like a way of saying that, like, hey, like, I appreciate your vibes and I trust you. And like, that's just their way of non-verbally communicating that to you. I have 6 cats in my house. I only have 1, but I also have a dog, and then Ben has a bunch of reptiles. So it's like a whole zoo here. Okay, I'm gonna go and hop off now. Also, I finished one of my homework assignments. See you all on the Discord server. Bye, Angel. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. We have a few cats. We have Thea and Luna, Camper, Molly, and Bruno, and Athena. Honestly, the more cats, the better. Live, laugh, love cats. Speaking of cats, have y'all seen that temperament test that you do with cats where it's like you hold them up with your hands underneath their front arms and you just dangle them? Like you hold them like this, like you hoist them up and then just like gently swing them side to side to see how they react. It's a way of testing their temperament. I've tried that with Luna multiple times and she is very patient with me and lets me do it. I mean, she's definitely not a fan and doesn't necessarily appreciate me doing that, but she allows me to do it and like trusts me enough to do that where I won't hurt her. So I feel like that means that she has a good temperament. Just let them out. They'll return to the barn at 5. I went ahead and I fixed the gate, but that was really weird. I didn't even hit it or anything. It just randomly broke. I fixed it by putting on HD quality. Yeah, sometimes YouTube will also randomly lower the quality. So whenever I watch stuff, whether it's my own content or somebody else's, I always double check the settings bar just because it acts weird sometimes. And then I just got Junior. I traded Junior in for Red, and the Red Avalanche outdated for a new 2024 Silverado, something I've never had before. A brand new truck, but my very own, I think, ever paid for. Speaking of things like a big thing like a car and everything, just things in general and buying stuff, everything is so expensive. Like sometimes if I think about it for a little too long, I start spiraling. Now spinning. Hello Saturn, welcome back in. We have a lot of perfers too, Megs. Yeah, Megs has a lot of cats. All right, there we go. And as per usual, I have to check for golden walnuts and the rocks on the beach. And then I guess we'll probably just fish for the remainder of the day. That was really cool a moment ago, how I got that letter that gave me a random treasure map. And then I went to the spot and it gave me another free golden walnut. Like, that was great. I loved that. I don't think there's gonna be a lot to, I don't know. Sometimes, depending on the day, either the game spawns an insane amount of those muscle rocks for me, and other days it gives me like nothing. Hit or miss. It's always one or the other. I feel like they do that a lot to people. I'm sorry. She came out and rubbed on my leg. Sorry to suddenly change the conversation. I'm gonna adjust the pinned message to be about what YouTube is doing. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pin that. Okay. Oh yeah, it's not just you, Saturn. Takla was saying earlier that it's been happening to a bunch of other streams that she's seen, so it's not just me, because I literally looked at Streamlabs, I looked at YouTube to see if there's any kind of warnings, and I didn't see anything. The fact that it's happening to a bunch of other people too, and not just me, I feel like it's just a sign that they probably need to update something with the servers. But yeah, if y'all see any kind of issues with it, just go ahead and try refreshing or go to the settings tab on the stream and try adjusting the quality and see if either one of those helps. I'm sorry though. She and Rubs would get along great, Megs. Have you guys tried the dangle temperament test that I was talking about? I feel like most cats don't necessarily like it, but I feel like a lot of them, as long as they have good owners, like, allow it to happen. Well, that was a very easy fish to catch. It just stayed at the bottom. Are y'all fans of sour cream? Yes, but I can't have a ton of it at once. Otherwise, I feel like it starts to taste weird. Like, if I'm eating some kind of dish and I have a bit of sour cream on top to go with it, it's good, but not in, like, massive amounts, if that makes sense. Only exception to that would be is sour cream based dip that you can have for potato chips, because that's good. But, like, straight up plain sour cream, as long as there's not too much, then it's good. Somehow makes a portal to Stardew Valley and then I spawn in Stardew Valley. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, I went to the doctor's Monday and every time I go, they always have a new doctor and they prescribe new meds that right now I'm feeling god-awful trying to have them blend in my system with a flu shot. That does not sound fun. I'm so sorry. I feel like there's just something about starting a new medication for whatever it is that you need it for that just makes you feel like kind of off at first. And then like obviously your body will get used to it eventually. But it just makes you feel kind of funky and weird at first. Why am I getting so much trash out of the water? I would not recommend drinking sour cream. That probably wouldn't taste very good. I just had a sour cream loaded baked potato along with steak and lima beans. Can we say blue plate special? Baked potatoes are so good. I was about to like share my recipe for them, but also it's not really a recipe. It's like a very basic. Athena is sitting at. Thank you for your wisdom, Athena. I'm sure we all appreciate it. I'm having a chicken quesadilla with sour cream, but I can't tell if I like it or not. Honestly, I feel like it'd be good, but I feel like you'd have to have a little bit of salsa and like even a little bit of guacamole maybe to go with it. Just so I feel like if you only have sour cream, I feel like that'd be kind of gross. But if you have other things to like mix it into, then that would be good, you know? You have to take ADHD meds. Before we knew that I was autistic, when I was in elementary school, I did take ADHD medication because at first everyone thought it was ADHD and it wasn't. So I get how that feels because ADHD medication was not fun. And I also know other people that have taken ADHD medication and they did not like it either. In fact, I don't think I've really met anybody that genuinely liked it. Like, most people have told me that they feel like zombies on the medication. So I just kind of feel like at that point, if it makes you feel like that, then it may not even be worth it. I forgot again, I needed to donate that snake skull and I didn't do it. She was sitting on my keyboard and she refused to move. She turned the sound off. She really said my voice was annoying. They won't prescribe me Xanax anymore, so they gave me a substitute of 2 other things. One of them is to help my gut pain as well, and then I gotta go back up there and get blood work done on. Blood work, I don't necessarily mind getting done. Like, I don't mind the way it feels, as long as I don't have to look at it, because I don't like looking at it. I was watching the Five Nights at Freddy movie with the squad, and Belle decided to quit it 4 times? Wait, she, like, turned it off? And then I got another, I made the L sticks here, the brain fog. I hate it when there's trash in the water. No, like, literally, like, I know it's just a game, but, like, if we're being real about, like, actual bodies of water, it grosses me out so much whenever people litter. Like, it's so gross and unnecessary. Like, if you don't have a trash can yet, then just keep it with you until you find one. Especially if you have pockets, then you can just shove the trash in your pocket, you know? ADHD doesn't have a great medication to treat it yet. Unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't. I took it back in the day when I was a kid and I hated it, but it's a long personal story I will share later. Yeah, you're good. If you'd rather share that in DMs or something, then that's fine. I'm gonna go talk to Maru. Ooh, okay. Give me a prize. Saturn here knows what I'm up against. I still need to move all this stuff out of this house to put on the market. I've had so many needles stuck in the man worse than a pin cushion. I'm sorry. Have you ever had an echo or an EKG done? Because I have. Multiple times, actually. It's raining, so whatever stuff is outside that needs watering is already being watered, so we'll just check on crops really quick, make sure my animals are okay, which I'm sure they would be. There might be, like, eggs on the ground inside of the coop because I have so many chickens and a few ducks. But in terms of food, all the animals should be fine. I may honestly just go to Ginger Island. I really might. Should I? I'm thinking about it. Y'all DM me. If something bad is looking back at it now, it's different. No, you're fine. It's okay. You're allowed to keep that private if you want to. You're good. The fish. Hello, I'm under the water. Please help me. I know what video you're talking about. I've seen that. Oh, I've seen the clip, but I don't know what it's actually from. Freezing cold in this house, and I don't want to crank up the heater because it'll run up the gas bill. Yeah. I have no cash flow coming into this house. I'm sorry. The weather's been weird here. Like, we have been switching back and forth between heating and cooling just because the weather hasn't decided what it wants to do yet. It'll get, like, really chilly, and then it warms up again for a little while, and then it gets chilly again. Like, we have had on and off cold fronts, and then as soon as the cold front's over, it warms back up. And it makes me mad. It's like, it's literally November now. It should not be warm. You know? I don't know. Where I'm from, I feel like it doesn't, like, whenever it gets cold and then finally stays cold instead of just having cold fronts, that doesn't happen until, like, later in November. And then our coldest month by far is, for some reason, February, which I really don't understand, but that's just how it's always been here. I've heard all kinds of things done on me, Lexi, before, during and after my heart failure, and then the gallbladder, and now I got pancreatitis. I hope I pronounced that right. I got damaged organs from the heart failure. I am so sorry. I empathize, though, with the EKGs and the echoes because I've had those multiple times before, and it's no fun. A lot of them especially were done whenever I was a kid, just because after my open heart surgery, I had to, for once a year, well, I think for, like, the next 6 years after that, I had to go in and they had to check on everything to make sure that there was nothing wrong. And I have to have another operation whenever I'm older. But as long as we don't run into like any like major issues with my heart or anything, then that surgery doesn't have to happen for a very long time. I'm not going to get into the details just for privacy, but basically, all the hospital visits I had as a kid because of my heart problem caused a lot of trauma for me and PTSD, I would say. And I remember whenever I finally had to go back in again at 17, it had been literal years since I had been in there. And whenever I went into the room to get like the examination started, literally I was told from the nurses and from my mom that I looked white as a ghost. I looked like I was just extremely pale. It looked like I was gonna pass out. And that was because the second that I stepped foot back into that building, into the room that I was going into, all the memories were like completely brought back. And from that experience, it made my blood pressure soar. Like it was really high, and it was so high to the point that they couldn't even measure my blood pressure. Like they had to wait like 20 minutes for it to even remotely go down. Even though I'm making a lot of nice donations, Fairy Queens, I'll figure out how to get cash, but going once I get everything, I'm gonna hop on the schedule bandwagon. Wait, schedule for what? But either way, I hope you're able to get everything sorted, and yeah, I can check mod chat. Just give me a second. Hold on just a second. Is it paused? Yeah, it's paused. Okay. Just whenever I don't pause it, time passes really fast. Okay, I got you. I'll look more into that later. For right now, I hope my response was sufficient. Very random question, but I had to ask, who here has a crock pot, like, for cooking? Just because if I can go and get the link, I made that tomato feta pasta a while ago, and it was so unbelievably scrumptious, and I need to share it with everybody. You can technically make it in the oven. I've tried that, and I failed, and it's because it was a lot harder to get the texture right at the time. But it's so much easier to me to make in the crock pot. I made mine with chicken as well. It was really good. I think we should recycle more than we do. Oh, absolutely. I agree. No prob. I do. I don't. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not even kidding. I am going to link this for you in the chat because it was so scrumdiddlyumptious. Okay, hold on. I'm just making sure. Okay, yeah, this is the exact link that I use. So word for word, this was the recipe that I had. So if you're interested in making that pasta that I said that I tried that was really good, there's the recipe for it. They have a few crock pots. Thankfully, everything can be cooked all in the same one. You only need one of them at a time to be clean. You're all good. Oh, and if you choose to use the chicken breasts in it like I did, after you've put everything else in, just lay 2 chicken breasts in the crock pot. And that's it. Just lay it there. That was what I did. I'm not seeing any more of those mussel rocks, so I think I'm gonna just go back to the fishing, I guess. Just because I underestimated, I mean, I don't always get them, and I know that, but I underestimated how easy it could be to get golden walnuts just by going fishing, like literally. It looks yummy. It was really, really, really good. Really good. I would honestly recommend it. I looked at the stream for a second and then I immediately got the fishing correctly just now, so that's a little embarrassing, but it's okay. My cat fluffing broke my favorite pencil. My day is ruined. I'm sorry. Do you guys prefer using mechanical pencils or like normal, like standard number 2 pencils? I feel like I prefer mechanical pencils, but only because I have so many memories in school of letting people borrow my number 2 pencils. And multiple people did this, but then they would like take the pencil and start chewing on it and leave tooth marks all over the pencil. And it was gross. So I just at one point started using only mechanical pencils unless we had like a big test. Because for standardized testing, they always required number 2 pencils. I hate pencils. Saturn just doesn't like any pencils. No pencils allowed. It depends on what I'm doing. I prefer pens. If it was for something in school, I would like 9 times out of 10 use a mechanical pencil if I had one. And then obviously use a number 2 one if I had like a big test to take. I was thinking about maybe going to Clint's to get some of those Omni Geodes open, but then I realized by the time I'd get there, I would not make it in time. Like, I'd probably get there right after he closed. I think I'll just stay here and fish. Hello, Sidef. Welcome to the stream. I feel like this might be a rare fish. It's kind of fighting me, and it's not wanting me to catch it. I feel like it keeps moving every time I get it in a stable spot. It moves. See? What? Why is it doing that? So rude. How are you? I'm good. How are you? And you're not doing good? I'm sorry, Lambert. I hope you feel better soon. I hope you get something positive. Hope you get some good vibes. By the way, if there's anybody here that has not already liked the live stream, I would really appreciate that if you could. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Oh, and additionally, if you guys don't mind, check to see if you're subscribed. And the reason that I say that is because a friend of mine recently was live streaming and she realized that like a handful of people had been randomly unsubscribed from her channel, even though they wanted to be subscribed, and they were. Like, YouTube just randomly unsubscribed those people, and it was really weird, and we still don't know why. So now I'm kind of worried, so just double check if you are or if you aren't. Because now I'm like worried that that's gonna happen. Okay, I was sick for a week and 4 days, and now I have a bad cough that won't go away, and it hurts my throat. I feel like a lot of people are getting sick. Like the young kids that I babysit sometimes, they've been sick. They got sick a while ago, which is what got me sick, and now they're sick again. I just feel like lots of sickness going around. I'm sorry. I hope that you're better now, or at least like a little bit better. I'm so used to 4 p.m. start time. I was wondering if YouTube was lying about you being alive for only 2 hours. I'm used to it as well, but I feel like the slight adjustment by pushing it to 5 instead of 4 has already made a world of a difference for me. Just because it gives me a bit more time later in the day to get ready. Like, regardless of what I was doing, of how busy I was or lack thereof, it gives me that little extra bit of time, and it's really nice. I had no voice for 4 days. That's awful. I'm so sorry. I think I want to add to that, by the way. Apparently, whenever you lose your voice, it's apparently really bad for you to just whisper, and you're not supposed to do that. Like, apparently whispering can make it worse. Like, you're better just to not talk at all, from what I've heard. My dog is barking. Is there somebody at the door? Now I'm going to check the Ring doorbell. She also could just be barking at a squirrel, because she does that sometimes. I missed whatever fish was at the bait, but in my defense, I was checking the front door. Okay, yeah, there's like nothing there. I don't know what she's barking at. I turn. Have a good night. No worries, Takelet. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. At least my cat, the same one that broke my pencil, is now on my lap. What kind of cat do you have? I have a gray tabby cat. My sister is sick and she gave it to me and my brother. I feel like that's the unfortunate part about having siblings is when one of you gets sick, there's a very good chance that the rest of you will get sick. Unless you just have an insanely good immune system, then maybe not. Thanks for the stream. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. I have caught so many lionfish today. It sounds like you got strep throat. I had it twice this year. I haven't had strep throat in a long time. I feel like usually when I get sick, if I get sick, for some reason, unless it's not COVID, like if it's just like a normal cold, I almost always get really badly congested. But whenever it is COVID, the symptoms tend to vary, but like the two that tend to remain the same the whole time would be being generally very tired and getting like body aches. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. I've had COVID 4 different times. Tina's next to me, my keyboard. Tell her I said hi. Or I'm gonna walk in clinic to see if they can, oh, if they need medication. How does that kind of thing work? Like, how can they give you medication? Because I've never tried that. The only thing that I went in for once to an urgent care was for the ear infection that I had, and they were able to hurry and get the pharmacy to give me a prescription, which was nice. But aside from that, I've never gotten medication from there. Okay, I'm seeing the snake head right here. I already have one there. So I guess what I'm missing is the body of the snake. And then for this part, we're missing like the head and like, there's like 5 total pieces missing in that area. I tested for COVID at first to rule it out and it was negative. Sometimes you may also, if you don't test correctly, it can show up negative whenever you have COVID. And then sometimes you just don't have enough in your system to show up. So like, it's always a good idea to just retest anyways to make sure. I don't know what kind of pharmacies are in your area. But I know at Walgreens, they offer online testing. Like you apply online, like you make your appointment and then you just drive by and then they give you a COVID test. But we usually just do at-home ones whenever somebody needs one. I just got my flu and COVID vaccines today and I'm already feeling the impacts. Better than the flu and COVID though. Glad they're still being offered together for free. I learned why sometimes it does that. It doesn't always do that for vaccines, but I learned the reason why sometimes a vaccine might make you briefly feel a little bit sick is because basically what that vaccine does, it gives an either like completely dead or semi-dead version of the virus and it puts it in your system. And that semi-dead or fully dead version of the virus is still recognizable to your immune system and your white blood cells. And so they're able to memorize what that virus is and what it does, etc. And then allows them to build a natural immunity to it. So that way, if you ever actually come in contact with said virus, then it makes it a lot easier for your body to overcome and to heal itself. I don't know if that made sense, but I hope it did. That's Athena saying hi. Hello, Athena. I did 3 tests, all negative. Then yeah, you're probably good. It's probably something else. I'm sorry either way though. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, a green name means that they're a member of the channel. Ooh, I leveled up in mining. I already have a crystallarium though. Oh wait, it was probably because it was gifted to me, the one that I have right now. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I thought they already had one. I guess I just was gifted one, and that's how I have that. Also, I am gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, but I do want to raid somebody if I can find somebody who is online at the moment. So just give me a second. Also, I'm gonna double check. Is my desktop audio on? No, okay. It doesn't need to be on right now. Let me see who is streaming at the moment. Is anybody live at the moment? Anybody at all? Okay. I don't have the chat pulled up, so if anybody made any suggestions, I simply did not see them, but I promise I'm not ignoring you. Let me just grab the link. Also, if it's like silent in the background, it's not just you guys. I don't have any music playing currently. I only just now noticed that I didn't put enough of the stuff in my eyebrows, so like now it's like a little bit sparse. I'm sorry. Your hair looks perfect today. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. We're gonna go ahead and raid Jade Miss Gaming. She's got a ton of really good Fae Farm content, which, by the way, Fae Farm has become one of my favorite games as of lately. It's wonderful. I really like it. And I do plan to post more videos about it and more live streams at some point. I don't quite know when, but definitely somewhat soon, especially because I'm going to be gone for a little bit this November. I'll elaborate more on that at a later time. Here is the raid command with the instructions. With all that being said, thank you so much for coming to my live stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed already, you should. It's completely free. And fun fact, I heard a little rumor that if you click the like button, the number goes up and there's like a cute little animation with the like button. So you should check and see. But I will see you guys next time for another live stream. Bye, everyone.